Hi folks, this is Vince with Ads Gaming Addiction, and today we're going to check out Pinpoint. This game is for 1 to 6 players, ages 7 and up, and the average play time is about 10 minutes. In this game, players are going to be racing, trying to find the original image on these cards as they are flipped up. As far as the components are concerned, this is the packing that the game came in. You don't need it after you open up everything. I mean, you can just use this to hold all of the components. Inside this tin case, there are some dice. The dice are used for the variants in the game, and I'll get to those in a little bit. And you've also got an instruction booklet here, front and back, and then you've got a bunch of cards. Now, as far as how the game is played, we'll cover the main game first, and what will happen is a card will be flipped up, and players will race to try and find the original image. And the original image is the one that does not have a unique trait. So basically, you're going to look at these different objects here, trying to find the original image. And this can be somewhat difficult because, you know, you have to look really closely. It's like one of those highlight magazines where you're trying to compare the two pictures and try and discover what's different. For example, here's the pink one here. He only has one horn. Or one antenna, whatever you want to call it. So because this is a unique feature, the rest, the blue one and the yellow one and the red one all have two. So this is not the original image. So let's just keep going and see if we can figure out the rest. I'm looking at the teeth to see if there's any difference there. No, they each have 3 teeth. Okay. I'm looking at their arms. Okay, actually, you know what? This blue one does not have an arm, a left, well, it would be my right, an arm coming from this side here, whereas this one does and this one does. So blue would be out. So either yellow here or red is going to be the original image. And according to the instruction book here, if you're having trouble trying to find the original image, then you can look on the official website and get some answers that way. And again, the first player to call out the original image will end up winning. It looks like, I'm looking at this. Okay, I found it. Can you find it? There's a difference between this one and this one, and I don't know if I should spoil it. I'll give you a few seconds. Okay, you'll notice that on the bottom of the pink one and the bottom of the blue one and the bottom of the yellow one, it actually has a bottom. The red one does not have a bottom. Okay, so that is not an original image. So therefore, the original image is yellow. So the first player to say yellow will end up keeping this card, put it in their score pile, and then a new card would be flipped over and gameplay would continue. And the first player to say 5 cards would win the game. Now there are 2 variants listed in the manual. There's cooperative and solo play, for example. Take your time to solve the puzzle. Instead of racing to call out the original image, you will slowly eliminate variations, taking turns going around the table. Place the dice aside. You will grab them as needed. On your turn, call out the color of one of the variations. Then place one of the colored dice next to the card so that it shows the color of the variation you called to keep track of that color. Player continues around the table until the original is left. And there's also this other scoring position. Basically, each player gets a die, and they're going to secretly choose the color that they think is the original, and they're going to hide it from the rest of their opponents. And when everyone's ready, they're going to reveal their die at the same time, and the first 3 people that guessed correctly will end up scoring a point. So there's, again, 2 variations in here, and of course a lot more cards. Some have 5 images on it, some have 4, but you get the idea. So what did I think? Well, Pinpoint, very challenging mind bender in my opinion. My only concern about this game is that, I mean, granted, it does look like there's a lot of cards here, but there's eventually going to come a point where you're going to start seeing some repeats. And that concerns me because, I mean, if you have a good memorization or a good memory, then you're going to be able to memorize where the originals are on the cards that keep coming up. So it's very important that as your family plays this game, that they somehow maybe paperclip or put those cards aside so that they don't get redrawn in a future night, if that makes any sense. Okay, that's my only concern with the game. Otherwise, it's pretty cool. It's a really cool mind bender, and again, is reminiscent of those old highlight magazines with you know, comparing the two pictures. Now, you can get this game on Amazon, 15 or 16 bucks. There's no MSRP on the official website, but Amazon does list it for 15 or 16 bucks. That price may fluctuate depending on who the seller is. But I do have an article out there. You can go check that out on my official website, www.dadsgamingaddiction.com. And on my right-hand side of that webpage is an Amazon search bar. You can search for the game there. And if you happen to buy it during that session, you'll actually kick some money back to me, which is awesome. I'd appreciate it. That helps fund me and keep me going. So yeah, Pinpoint, awesome game. Go check it out. If you guys haven't already, subscribe to my YouTube channel and check out my official website, www.dadsgamingaddiction.com. This is Vince. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time.